Old lady.
I told you to stop calling me like that, right?
Shut up, old hag. You're 5 years older than me. It's only natural to call you an old lady.
Enough! What happened with you?
Did you hear about Maria's wedding? Maria is getting married, you know. Well, I don't plan on inviting you anyway. Ha!
Of course, I know about Maria's wedding. But why would you decide not to invite me to the wedding? Why do you make that decision?
Haven't you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? If such a deteriorated old lady comes to the wedding, both Maria and I would be embarrassed. Don't you realize how much you've aged?
You know it's rude to talk about my age like that, right? Well, yes, that's true. Maria, our daughter, is already 20 years old. We all old, you know.
You're 5 years older than me. Theta Euro trademark is true. Aren't you?
You don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Older women are embarrassing, you know. I don't want to be thought of as your husband. Don't come near me.
Even if you tell me not to come near. It's our daughter's wedding, and as parents, I should attend. It would be strange if we didn't sit together.
Then just don't come. If you don't come, there's no need to be laughed at by everyone.
It's terrible to call me an old hag like that. And tell me not to come to our daughter's wedding. The fact that I'm older than you doesn't change anything. What's the point of purposefully making sarcastic remarks?
I'm just showing you the reality. Your deterioration is abnormal. Make some effort to look a bit younger.
You can talk like that while disregarding yourself. Just talking to you makes me tired. If you want me to look younger, can't you spare me the mental strain?
Why don't you ask our daughter?
Ask her about what?
Maria said the same thing. She said she don't want an old hag like you at the wedding.
Ha! Maria said that?
She has always been a daddy's girl, you know. It seems like we get along better, and she even calls you old lady together with me.
I work hard and take care of the house, but it seems like there's nothing but enemies at home. I'm getting tired, to be honest. Well, forget it. I'll talk to Maria. It's fine now. Do you really not want me to come to the wedding? Maria, did you say that seriously? I asked your father about it.
Of course. Have you ever seen your face in the mirror? You've deteriorated so much, being 50 and all. You're seriously just an old hag.
It's unbelievable that you can say that to your own mother. But about the wedding, do you really agree with your father's decision? It's strange for a mother not to attend the wedding. I haven't prepared anything for the wedding myself. You can't exclude me, right?
Your self-righteous attitude screams old hag. Everything that Dad said is absolutely correct, you know. If I let you attend the wedding, it would be shameful. That's what Dad said.
Do you understand that I'm doing various preparations? You're only listening to Dad's words. Haven't you considered the rational aspects?
Enough already. Stop lecturing me, please.
Okay, now I understand. For now, I'll continue with the preparations for the wedding.
Do whatever you want.
Maria, please calm down a bit. Think carefully, please.
Are you really going to the wedding today? Even though both of us have expressed how much we hate it?
I'm worried because I haven't heard from Maria, but
I'm done with both you and Maria.
what are you talking about? Divorce? Today is our daughter's wedding, you know?
We're tired of the heavily deteriorated old hag. If you still decide to come to the wedding, I'll divorce you. It's impossible for both Maria and me to bear the shame.
What are you telling me to do? Disappear? Is Maria really okay with that? So she really doesn't want me there, huh?
Face reality, please. When my wife is 5 years older, the deterioration is intense and unbearable. Both Maria and I can't stand the old hag, so don't attend the wedding and get a divorce. All right.
I'll just leave like this then. I'll divorce as you requested.
That's what I'm talking about. Disappear quickly.
Okay, I got it. Go to hell, you worthless man.
Hey, answer the call from Maria. She's been calling multiple times since earlier. Why are you ignoring it? Are you still her mother?
Yes? I'm already a stranger to you and Maria. It was you who came to announce the divorce on a day like this.
What's with the sudden change?
It's not sudden, is it? You've been constantly calling me an old hag, belittling me, looking down on me with our daughter, saying inappropriate things to our daughter to make her dislike me. Well, Maria, who falls for that at the age of 20, is also a fool.
What are you trying to say?
What are you trying to say now, all of a sudden? Why did you bother contacting me again? I thought it was finally over. Is there something else you want to say?
What do you mean the wedding has been canceled?
Huh? What? I had arranged everything for the wedding. And certainly I can cancel everything, that's all. Despite not being able to prepare anything yourself. Looking down on your mother who was preparing for your sake. Forgetting that you had delegated everything. Trying to drive your own family away. Both you and Maria have rotten spirits.
What are you talking about? How about the payments and such?
I was planning to pay with the wedding gifts. It can be settled if Maria talks to her husband. I don't want to be involved anymore.
What are you saying? Are you saying it's fine if the wedding can't happen like this?
I'm fed up with you two as well. It's too late to panic now, even if it's a parent and child. If you really want your daughter to have a wedding, just pay for it yourself, as you are her father.
I don't want to. Why should I have to do that? Just because she thought I would pay?
Even if that child knew I was the one preparing, did she expect you to pay for it? So you thought it would be okay to divorce with me? Well, I don't think you have enough savings to pay for it anyway.
Shut up! Just come back home quickly. Come back to the wedding and pay properly. Are you trying to make Maria sad?
Is it okay for me to be sad too?
What are you trying to say?
You and our daughter have been calling me an old hag all this time, saying whatever insults you wanted. And yet, when you're in trouble, you call for me to ask for help? You really are disgusting human beings.
What are you saying with that tone? Just come home already. Even the relatives will feel awkward, won't they?
No matter how much you beg, I'm already a complete stranger.
Huh?
The divorce papers you presented to me before, I already gave them to you.
Divorce papers? What are you talking about? Did I hand those over?
I received them from you. I was considering when to submit them, but it seems it will be during our daughter's wedding. Even I didn't expect that.
What are you doing without even asking for my permission? Are you crazy or something?
You're the crazy one, mocking me just because I'm 5 years older. Am I going to become a laughingstock and bring shame if I attend? The one who would be embarrassed in front of the relatives is you.
I'm 5 years younger than you. There's no shame in that.
It's about the person I was married to. I didn't intend to speak ill of them. But why don't a Euro trademark T take a look in the mirror? Your personality is just trash, and your appearance is deteriorated too, isn't it? You're a fat, bald, middle-aged, stinking old bastard.
What are you saying? You're the older one, right?
You look much older than me. In reality, everyone in the family was laughing at you. If you're going to talk about shame and filth, maybe you should have done something about your appearance first?
Who in the family said such things? Who is? There can't be anyone speaking ill of me.
Actually, everyone was saying it. They were wondering why I hadn't divorced you yet. You have poor earnings and occasionally quit your job without reason. Your income is unstable, and yet your attitude is arrogant. And yet you act like a tyrant. It's strange that I'm the one who has to tolerate it, they said.
I've been putting up with your aging, older self.
Take a moment to objectively evaluate yourself. I was planning on getting a divorce too, so rest assured, okay?
You were planning on getting a divorce?
I think you believed you were in a superior position. In reality, I felt the same way. I wanted you to disappear. We both had the same feelings, didn't we? It's good that we got divorced, right?
I didn't think you would be the one to bring up divorce. You're the one who earns more, right? The wedding won't be canceled, right? Don't you love Maria?
It's no longer about that, you know. You and Maria are strangers to me now. I've surpassed the limit of not wanting to be involved anymore. Now it's up to you to do your best on your own. It's a good thing the ties with that old woman are severed. Mr. Fat Bald, do your best not to inconvenience others. In the end, Whitney left the wedding venue and never returned, apparently. Maria thought that her father was covering the expenses and panicked when he suddenly cancelled. In the end, it seems they managed to get by with the groom's side covering the budget. But from the day of the wedding, the relationship with the groom's relatives turned sour. And they were looked down upon by their own relatives as well. Robert tried to blame everything on Whitney to save face. But the truth had already been exposed to the relatives, and they were expelled. Whitney, who had been supporting their life until then, left. And Robert suddenly faced financial difficulties. It seems he was also disliked by his daughter Maria. And the family fell apart. Whitney seems to be enjoying her carefree single life on her own.